The Streetsweeper is honestly one of my favourite weapons on Warzone right now. It's super fun to use and offers a great alternative for the MAC-10 and for far at close range, especially if you're a little bit bored of using weapons like that or you just love a shotgun. It is an unlock weapon though, and to begin sweeping the streets, you'll need to get 3 kills without dying in 15 different matches. So it's by no means the easiest or quickest of challenges, but in this video I'm going to give you advice to help you unlock it quicker, whether you're on Warzone or Cold War multiplayer. Before we get into the tips though, I've got to remind you to give the video a big old like, and subscribe to the channel for all things Call of Duty. Now, let's start with the best way to unlock this on Cold War multiplayer. If you do have multiplayer, that means you have access to Nuketown 24/7, which has been a playlist on the game the whole time since its release. This is the best route as you're just in more engagements, and it gives you a better chance of comboing kills. Of course, if you're a fan and particularly good at other game modes such as Hardpoint, where a lot of engagements are still happening, be my guest and hop on there as well. In terms of the loadout, there are a few things you want to have on to improve your chances of picking up those 3 kill streaks. Put on Perk Greed as your wildcard and pop on Flak Jacket and Tactical Mask as your Perk 1, Tracker and, well, something of your choice for Perk 2, then Ghost and Ninja for Perk 3. Collectively, these reduce your likelihood of dying, whether that's through not being heard when running, not being on the radar, or just not being affected by stuns or explosives. Oh, speaking of stuns, make sure you've got these on or flashbangs, just to make sure you give yourself the best chance of taking someone out. The shotgun itself is really up to you, just choose your favourite. I personally like the Gallo both on Cold War and Warzone actually. You just get off a lot of shots with it and it has decent range. As your field upgrade, use a field mic. This just gives you a little bit more knowledge of where people are in your vicinity. In terms of playstyle, there are many ways to go about it. I personally like to go all guns blazing and pick up the first couple of kills that way, then play a little more passive or campy for the final kill or 2 of the streak. You can go campy for all of them of course, but you need good patience for this, and if you do get killed on a 2 streak, that's a lot of time lost in that particular game. Right, now let's talk about Warzone. This is where things get a little bit harder, but honestly, we're gonna do this. Just try and follow this tried and tested advice. Okay, so first, let's talk game modes. You of course can get this challenge done in any game mode, but your best chance is in Plunder, then Resurgence following that. Resurgence is great because there are respawns and there's loads of floor loot around, particularly Cold War shotguns. So you can do this challenge without really getting your loadout. Just pick up a shotgun and camp a building, and you could get this challenge done. If you're not confident doing that though, we've got to look at Plunder. In this mode we spawn in with our loadout, and respawns are constantly enabled for the whole game. The main difficulty is getting in the action enough that we get our desired kills, but not too much that we just die. Let me just cover a few things in the loadout though. Get double time on as your Perk 1, get Ghost on as your Perk 2, then for field upgrade use Dead Silence or Stopping Power rounds to get them straight in your shotgun and deal maximum damage. Once you've sorted your loadout and you're in Plunder, there are a few great tips to send you on your way. First up, it's be a mega scrub at the beginning of the game. I give this tip out on almost every unlock video, but it's so useful to pick up easy kills, I've just got to include it again here. We're talking jumping off the plane at the end of the game and killing the AFK players. It's surprising how many people load up the game and just presumably wander around their house. We've all done it though. Be sure to jump a little before the plane forces you off though, because a few people are onto this tactic, so you might have company. Other than the scrub tactic, you want to be heading to areas of the map where a lot of people are gonna be. This could be bunkers, high earners, deposit areas, or just popular drops like Superstore or Downtown. Once there, try and use your cash for UAVs, and then you can be pretty aggressive on people. If that's not your style though, or you've already picked up a couple of kills and you want to be a little cautious, get a little bit campy in those hotspot areas. To an extent, you can let people come to you. Deposit areas are actually great for this, A tactic I use is to click the deposit button so the map is alerted, then draw people in. This is particularly useful on the rooftop one in downtown, as there's limited areas you can actually be shot from or people can get to you. A big tip I can offer you in Warzone generally is that you can down people and put them in the revive position with any weapon, but finish them off with the shotgun and it'll count towards the shotgun challenge. This makes it a lot easier if you want to set up somewhere with different weapons or you're just not that confident with your shotgun. An important thing to remember when doing challenges in Warzone is that you have to use weapons from the game that the challenge is set. So what do I mean by this? Well, I mean, this challenge is for a Cold War shotgun, right? So you have to use Cold War weapons. It's that simple, but you've got to keep it in mind so you don't waste your time. Additionally, it looks like you can't leave games early to complete these challenges even quicker. It does seem to still work for some people though, so you might want to give it a try if you do want to risk doing it a little bit quicker. Finally, if you are really struggling to get this challenge done and you just can't do it, but you don't have Cold War multiplayer, I advise waiting for a free multiplayer trial on Cold War. These happen every so often and I always update everyone on these the second I hear anything, so be sure to be subscribed to the channel to keep up to date on that. But that's actually all from me in this video. If you did find it helpful, remember to give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more Call of Duty videos, shorts and streams, since I'm live at 8 PM every Friday UK time. Bye for now.